Welcome to Sloth Muscle Building Academy. And I will just take shoulder width. You're gonna get your own training belt. I'm just gonna be a little bit weird for a moment, so just give me a moment to be weird. Hello there, and welcome to Sloth Muscle Building Academy. So, if you want to build some muscle, then you have actually come to the right place. So, don't think I've seen you before here, so I actually just want to know some information about you. So, first off, what is your name? And what is your age? Do you know your current body weight? What is your height? And most important, what are you trying to achieve here today? I know it's self-explanatory, Muscle Building Academy, but I actually do want to know, why do you want to build muscle? And what look are you trying to achieve? Do you want to look like Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds? Do you want to look like a swimmer? Have like a swimmer's body, get nice and toned and actually functional, or are you just gonna build some muscle and just look good for the Instagram, of course? Okay, so you're gonna look good for Instagram. Yeah, that's totally valid reason as well. And you wanna look good on the beach. Okay, so I can see your present now. You're actually not. Yes, you are. You're actually lean enough, and it looks like we have a good starting point. So that's very good. But I still think I have some tools I can give you. You can use yourself, and this is just a little coaching experience with me, where we're just gonna go through a whole month on this muscle building academy, where you can use all the training facilities, everything you want, and we also have a bar where you can get something to drink, non-alcoholic beverages. We do have protein shakes and protein bars and something with more protein in it. Yeah. So if you're gonna be here in this establishment for a month, then it's also very good you just go out and introduce yourself afterwards, because some of those you see out there has already done their first month and has come back because they just were so satisfied. So it was just the formalities here in the beginning. And I just want to explain a little bit about myself. I've been a personal trainer for 12 years and I've been a dietitian for 10 years, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. I've been training a lot of athletes, pro athletes, and I also train everyday people who just want to look better, just like yourself. So I know what works for the athletes with determination that is unbreakable, and I also know what someone like a normal person who have 8-hour work shifts and a family actually can't do. So I think you're more in the category on the 8-hour work shift and family person. Am I right? And that is totally fine. We just need a different kind of approach to you than the athlete type. So with you, we're gonna start from the beginning. I do know you have a little bit of training experience, but if you just start from the beginning, that maybe you can get a little bit more out of it. Because if I just think you know everything, then we're just gonna skip some steps you might actually do not know, just because I think you do know. So here in the beginning, I just want to actually see you flex a little bit. Just flex your muscles. Okay. Turn around. Okay, you actually have a very good starting point, so I do think I can skip some steps, so that's a good thing. And if there's anything, maybe you just have good genetics and you actually don't know that much, that's also a possibility. I'm not trying to be rude, but there's just someone who has so good genetics that they can skip a lot of steps and still be, look better than a lot of other people. So if you just try to flex your lats, I know that's it's not something that comes so natural. You just need to put them out there, Okay, and flex your legs. Okay, so now here in the upper body, I'm just gonna take some measurements and then I'm just gonna write them down in my old trusty friend right here. So if you just flex your arm here, flex. Okay, good. And let's see if there's any muscle imbalances. So flex the other arm. Okay, that's good. And now I'm just gonna take a chest measurement. So I'm just gonna go all the way around. And if you just take a little bit of air in, but do not take everything in. And yes, I'm just gonna pull it all the way close, and I got the measurement there, yes. And now I just want to measure your shoulder width. It's sometimes funny to see when people get a lot more shoulders on the frame, how much the width actually do expand. So I'm just gonna write the measurements down here, those we got until now. So left bicep, right bicep, chest, and I will just take shoulder width. Okay. I actually think you're going to be a very good candidate for this muscle building academy. So let's see the legs, the crotch. So if you just flex your crotch, and the other crotch, and now everybody's weak point, the calves. I'm sorry, we have to do it. They might improve, who knows. So let's flex the calves. Flex. Well, that's not that bad. They're quite okay. And again, flex. Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna write on the measurements now. And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I just want you to come out before you have eaten anything or been drinking anything. You just need to go to the toilet and then just come out to me. And then we're just gonna weigh you. I know you just told your body weight, but I just want a correct measurement so I can see with my own eyes your body weight. And then we're gonna use that as a starting point. Because that is your starting point, so that makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna set you on a small diet plan. Not anything too restrictive. You can eat some candy and you can actually eat some junk once in a while. I don't want to call it cheat meals because if we call it cheat meals, then you're just gonna feel bad every time you take a bite. You're just eating a calorie dense meal, and that's not cheating because you're allowed to eat some calorie dense food. It actually just sometimes helps the metabolism, or your body just might need some extra carbohydrates actually to just fill those muscles out when you have not been having so many, or not having had a high amount of carbohydrates. I do want to put you on quite high carbohydrates and also quite high fat. Protein might not be that much as you should expect, but you don't need that much protein, and as many people think they do, but you're gonna have an okay amount of protein. It's not like you're gonna have some meats. Maybe, I don't know if you're vegetarian or vegan. That's also totally fine. Nothing wrong with that, and you can build just as much muscles anyway. You just need to put those vegan foods in correctly to get the correct amino acids profile to the muscle building, so you can get exactly the same results. But yeah, I don't know if you're vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian and what else, but yeah, we're gonna talk about everything of that sort later. And we're also gonna put you on a specific training program. Now that you're not an athlete and you just want to build some muscle, it's gonna be very not easy, it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be very simple training program. You're just gonna need some 2 muscle groups a day. That's fine. We can either put you on push pull legs, or we can put you on just those 2 muscle groups a day. I think 1 muscle group a day, I think it's a little bit too little to train a day because you are young and you have a fine wrist. You can rest just fine. And here you're also gonna get a good night's sleep, so that's also gonna help with the resting of the muscle. So in the beginning, you're just gonna train some chest and some tricep on day 1. On day 2, it's gonna be back and biceps. On day 3, it's gonna be shoulders and abs. And on day 4, it's gonna be legs. I might do some tricking just to see if we need some more calves. I might put some calves in on another day, so you get it a little bit more often. I think if you can recover from those 3 calf trainings a week, because those muscle groups I just told you about now is not for a whole week. It's just gonna be for what we call a split. You probably do know what a split is. We take these 4 days, and that's a split, and then you get 1 rest day, and then we're just gonna begin with the split again. So you might do some muscle groups twice a week and some only once a week on this split. And then we're gonna see how you recover. If you need more rest days than only 1 per split, then we're just gonna put in, but it's gonna be very scientific. We got great technical stuff here to measure anything on how you recover and how your muscles actually do absorb the protein and all of that. So we're actually gonna see about your strength progression as well, because I do want you to progress a little bit in strength just to maximize everything. So I have been taking your measurements, and now I'm just gonna be talking to you a little bit about what you're also gonna get here. You're gonna get your own training belt. I like this because it's not that wide, and it's quite thick. It's going up around your waist as a training belt does, and then you're just gonna actually push your abdominals out to the belt. Here in the beginning, you're just gonna get a belt, and we're gonna see if you can deadlift properly without the belt, squat properly without the belt, and just see if you can use, or just see if you can not use the belt and do just fine with it. But yeah, it's something we're just gonna see. But you actually do get that belt, and you get it home with you. Something else you also get here is protein powder. We love protein powder. I don't use it that often. I only use this once a day. I do like it in the morning. Or some mornings also, or if you have a harder time eating, then it's also nice in the evening. Just because when you're just going to bed, then it's nice not to have a full stomach sometimes, and I think this is well helpful with that. So might be 50 grams of protein powder a day, might only be 35, but we're gonna establish that when we are gonna look at your diet. So, and I do love those sounds it makes. I'm just gonna be a little bit weird for a moment, so just give me a moment to be weird. So I actually think we have established a lot already. We have taken our measurements. You have getting a little bit of introduction to what the Muscle Academy is. Of course, you're gonna explore a little bit, socialize, talk to other guests, and then we're also gonna establish how much recovery you actually need, as I told you before. So when we've established how much recovery you need, then we're actually gonna do something called active rest days, where I know it's a rest day, but you're actually gonna do a little bit of cardio, and that cardio, we do have some paddle tennis, we do have regular tennis, and we do have badminton, we do have football, we have everything. So on those cardio days, you actually don't need to stand on a treadmill, and you don't need to stand on a cross trainer or a stairmaster. You can actually just be playing some football or badminton or whatever you like. So on those active rest days, you're actually just gonna have fun and just eat might be a little bit less food, or might be the same amount. We're just gonna see your weight, how it's gonna be affected by a little bit more rest days, because many people think you actually burn so many calories weight training, but in weight training you actually don't burn that many calories. You are pushing a lot of weight and you're putting it down, but it's not like CrossFit or like a one or like a bicycle tour or anything like that. Yeah, you're actually just doing like 10 seconds of working, then you put the weights down, and yeah, it's hard, but it's not that that much of a calorie burn. You might burn 200 or 300 calories in a weight training session. Might be a little bit more for some people, might be a little bit less. But if you take a bicycle tour, or if you just play some football, you're gonna actually burn a lot more calories than that. So I think on those active rest days, you actually just get the same amount of calories, and then we're just gonna establish if that's okay for you. So that might be everything for now, and I just wanna escort you to your room. You get your own room, and if there's someone you really like socially, then you can also be in a room with those guests if they also want to be in a room with you. Just because we love being social here. Yeah, that's a big part of the muscle building academy that we are so many people who are actually just trying to better ourselves muscle-wise. Some people is, like I said, some is athletes, and some is just the family man or family woman who just want to build a little bit of lean tissue and get stronger and might be a little bit more functional. So I think that's great. I like this concept. I've started it myself and I'm really proud of it. So I think that's it for now. And yeah, I'm just gonna escort you down to the room, as I said before, and then I hope you will get the best trip ever. Yeah. So thank you for choosing us, and